is yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to finally the NRL 2022 season. Who would have thought it finally would officially start? I swear the off-season gets longer, and longer. But here we are nonetheless, the start of the 2022 NRL season. The defending champions, the Penrith Panthers taking on the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. A very contentious bout this will be. So, first things first, as things that need to be addressed, of course, is Cleary's not playing. Cleary is out. He is out for the first 3 rounds of the season, meaning he misses the game tonight. The team they play in round 2, I don't know who they actually play in round 2, but they do. But he will miss the round 3 game against Newcastle. So he should be back for round 4, which, ironically enough, round 4 is actually them taking on South Sydney. The grand final rematch will be where Nathan Cleary makes his first return as the Choamp of the NRL season last year. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see nonetheless. The game, we have started the stream a bit early, not as early as some, but early nonetheless, as we've got about 25 minutes until the stream the actual game starts. So we can just discuss stuff, anything at all. It looks like everything with the stream is running beautifully well. So yeah, one thing I definitely didn't address is the pinned comment. Obviously, most of you have probably definitely heard, if you're in the annals of rugby league content creation, about the situation currently in Lismore. Just terrifying floods, like rain. It's just completely taken out Queensland and nearly the entire east coast of New South Wales. So Sam Revel actually created this. Has actually created this first. Do they have to be this fucking out? Hang on. So yeah. Anyways, they've just had to turn things down. But yeah. Basically it's pretty much just to raise money to help people out over in Lismore. That's going to be there for the entirety of the month of March. So yeah, basically we just try to have a giving hand. There was the 9-hour stream that was made. Nathan, man, so good to see you, bro. Well, they're already promoting Tim Zoo's next fight, as he is taking on, I think it's Gausha. I think it's one of the undercard fights. I just need to check that there's not an echo, because the last time I did do one of these streams, there was 2 audios being played at the same time. How are we, Scotty Burns? I should actually state no game footage is being shown of this. This isn't Twitch, unfortunately. I know there is one dude on Twitch that does show the games as he does commentary, because I think copyright laws are a little bit different when it comes to rugby league over on Twitch compared to here. So if you're looking for game footage, probably go over to him. I forget his name, but yeah, he's over there. See in the background as my dad bitching about his work. Normal Australian things, you know. It's just one of those contentious things. So Bluebet Stadium is where this is going to be hosted. Apparently, there is going to be I think it's either they're getting a brand new stadium. I think Penrith are getting, so it's a bit weird. I mean, I've always liked Penrith Stadium, because you know the hills and all that. It's a nice stadium, but obviously Penrith are trying to do bigger and better things, so they would obviously want a better stadium. So I think probably I think there's only a few clubs that are really just stuck with their old stadium. I think it probably would be. Gee, who would it be? Probably GIO hasn't had anything done to it in ages, I think, for Canberra. Anyone else? Amy Park hasn't been redone since it was made for Melbourne. I think Newcastle did have a bunch of work done building the second grandstand. So I think everyone actually. Skilled Park as well. I don't think it's had anything done to it since the Titans came in. So, yeah. I think we can turn it up a little bit slightly. They just had to turn it down because parents talk, unfortunately. But Yeah, we're still 20 minutes away from kickoff. I just want to check if there is any updates to the lineup. From what I'm seeing, let's have a look. Nope, everything's still the exact same. The current odds for the game, actually very interesting. Of course, with Cleary being out, the money has got in favour of Manly. So I believe Penrith were up Penrith were like $1.70 to Manly's $1.90 before it actually got ruled out. But now, currently, as it sits on Sportsbet, the Manly Seagulls are at $1.77, while the Penrith Panthers are $2.05. So yeah, very still relatively close, but the balance of power now swings into favour of Manly. I certainly do feel that Manly are going to try for it. Obviously, they definitely need Turbo to switch on here, because that's the big thing that kind of plays Manly last year, is Turbo going kind of AWOL in big matches. But yeah, without Cleary, gonna be a very interesting way to see how Penrith do line up. They've got Sean O'Sullivan stepping in as the halfback for this game, but aside from that, it's pretty much the exact same lineup as you would probably expect. And pretty much Manly's team is almost the exact same, actually. So I do have actually a multi I put on for this match. I'll just quickly go find it. That's just bear with me. If anyone actually asks for my tips, I've still tipped Penrith to win this match. No, it's a bit stupid with Cleary out, but I still think they can win if they shut down Turbo. So the bet I have for this match is, if I can just find it, here it is. I have Penrith to win, Ruben Garrick, Charlie Staines, Valami Kickout, anytime try scorer. And it'll pay out about $20. You know, a nice clean round estimate. And I've just realised that everything is. I thought I opened up a new tab, but it didn't. But there we go. Hopefully that didn't reveal any kind of information or all of that bollocks. But yes, it looks the stream is running actually very well, very clean, consistent bit rate. Hopefully it stays as well. But yeah, definitely I would feel that Manly would probably win this match, so I might need to do a quick cash out before, because I have all the teams I think are going to win in an 8-leg multi, and Penrith is a part of it. So you know, I'll hold. I have faith in Penrith to pull out. So might as well actually get into the lineups actually. So for the Penrith Panthers, I've got Dylan Edwards at fullback, Charlie Staines and Brian Toa on the wings, Isaac Targo and Stephen Crichton in the centres. Got Jerome Luai at 5'8" and Sean O'Sullivan at halfback. Got Moses Leota, Apasai Coruscant and James Fisher-Harris as the prop hooker prop. For Liami Kikio and Liam Martin in the second row, and Isaiah at lock. Got Mitch Kenny, Scott Sorensen, Spencer Leniu and Matthew Eisenhuth on the bench. You got Chris Smith as the replacement reserve, and you got Jamin Salmon as the reserve itself. And for Penrith's net first 5 games, they've got this game tonight against Manly. They play St George in their second match. They play the Newcastle round 3, South Sydney in round 4, and then the Bulldogs in round 5. And for the Manly Seagulls, they've got Tom Trbojevic at fullback, Jason Saab and Ruben Garrick. Jason Saab, who I am calling, will be the try score leader for the season. Got Brad Parker and Morgan Harper in the centres, Kieran Foran at 5'8", Daly Cherry Evans at halfback, Tuafofoa, Sipley and Lachlan Croker, and Martin Tapau on the prop hooker prop. I am surprised Martin Tapau is actually playing, because he did pick up a little bit of a knock in the trial match against Canberra. You got Hamali Olika R2 and Ethan Bullymore in the second row, and Jake Trbojevic at lock. You got Tolatua Kaloa, Carl Lawton, Sean Kepi and Taniela Paseka in the interchange. You got Morgan Boyle as the replacement, and Christian Tuapolotu as the reserve. As Chaos is now showing old footage of Gordon Tallis. They're showing the 1997 title as they hold up the Super League trophy, which is a joke compared to and all that. It's kind of interesting how Brisbane is like. I'm assuming Brisbane still celebrate 1997 as of that title as probably as much as, definitely not as much as Newcastle with the title they won that year. But I mean, rules were definitely was a lot more lenient when it came to salary caps in the Super League when it did run in 97. But yeah. Oh, so currently sitting at 750. I need to put the phone somewhere on lock because the phone does tend to heat up when I am charging it. And it's also connected to the computer because that's what I'm charging everything. It's what I'm running everything on, basically. So if I look up here, basically I've got a HDMI port connected to the TV. So if I'm looking like this, I'm looking at the TV. Oh. Some screen tears there. It's almost like a bit of Fallout 76 in that bollocks. And all that. So yeah, we still got about, so 7:51, we've got about 15 minutes still till kickoff does commence. So, shit, what do? This is what happens when you plan to do a stream a lot earlier than you should, and you have no idea what to talk about. What does everyone think is going to happen this year? Like, what are your predictions? I don't know. Well, something we can do is we can look at the that leaderboard because I did put a poll out of who you guys think would win this match. It's kind of disappeared from the screen actually. So here we go. We got 3 votes currently in. It is a 66% in favour of the Manly Seagulls, so a 2-to-1 vote so far. Thank you to everyone who has voted. Should be very interesting. Should be very, very interesting to see how this game will go. Obviously, Turbo must show up. Because like, Turbo disappears, Manly doesn't go well. Like, it happened in a lot of the big games last year for Manly. It even happened in some random games. Like, it happened again when they played the Knights last year. And I witnessed it. Basically, Manly went really well in the first half and then just collapsed because Turbo just didn't show up. So, yes. I definitely need to do something. I need to like buy like on NRL traders packs because I know they're definitely out at the moment. Now, Scotty Burns, I tip a Roosters v Manly grand final. I'm a Storm fan, so non-biased. That definitely like, it's not the first time I've almost lost the pen. That's definitely I have seen a few people actually tip that so far. The Roosters Manly grand final be the first time since 2013 that grand final happened, I believe. Because I remember, because me being not a biased Knights fan, the Knights were in the prelim against the Roosters and Manly played South, and all of the NRL media were basically hyping it up, Roosters South grand final, because that's like the meta that the NRL have desperately wanted as a grand final. Because that grand final, as old as both teams are, has not happened since 1935. I remember 2019 was the last time it almost could have happened because South lost to Canberra. And I remember like doing the joke, like Rose on the Titanic, it's been 84 years. Turns out if I actually do the math, it actually was correct. It has been 84 years at that point. But yeah, Roosters Manly, I definitely can see that happening. Have they released NRL trading cards for this year? Apparently they have. I did look into it. A bunch of like online stores have them. I don't know if they're coming out, if they're out in service stations or post offices and stuff like that, or where you usually get them. I think they might be, but I definitely will have to check that out at some point tomorrow, because that'd be something fun to do during the breaks and during this week's round. So apparently they are out, as far as I can understand. It's kind of weird. I made one video opening packs and then just abandoned it like the plague. I definitely would like to actually do it some form as a series. Like properly do it. Now, see, as a Broncos fan, where do you see us and the Titans sitting? Oh, that is a tough one. In my predictions video, which I made in December, which first of all, don't use that as a credible source. Don't do predictions in December. I put Brisbane just outside of the top 8, and I put the Titans in the top 8. But now updated, I think the Broncos and the Titans will be in that like group of teams fighting for the finals. I don't really see one of them getting in there, but I think they'll be definitely close. I definitely think Brisbane will do a hell of a lot better than 2 years ago. God, it's 2022. Oh, sands of time, man. Fuck. But yeah, I think I should be very close to see who gets the highest position out of the Queensland teams. It'll only be between the Titans and Brisbane. Like the Cowboys, personally, I think I've got no hope in hell. Not saying they're going to get the spoon, but I don't think they're going to be higher than the top 4. I'll be quite surprised if they do, but I see the Broncos in the 8 with Reynolds there. That's definitely true. I know South Sydney will probably take a bit of a hit because they've got a bit of an unproven halves pairing. Apparently it turned... I just actually want to see this because someone did comment this on my predictions video for round 1. Is Reynolds out? Because apparently he did get COVID last week and there's like a bit of a toss-up about whether or not he's actually playing. Like, because I've seen sources saying he's playing. I've also seen sources saying he's not, even though he's completed the return to the game protocol or whatever. So yeah, I'm not too sure if he's actually playing or not, because yes, he's out. Okay, right. That's gonna be interesting there. So who would actually come in? Who would come in for Brisbane in that case as halfback? Who actually plays halves for Brisbane? I actually don't know. Kelly? No, I think Albert Kelly's no longer at Brisbane, is he? I actually don't know how that would work. I think Albert Kelly... Hang on. Is Albert Kelly still at Brisbane? I might have to check this. Albert Kelly. Rugby League standoff. He plays for Cronulla and... Oh, wait. Is he not with the team? Huh. Apparently he's not with the team. Okay. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see who... Actually, I think the better thing is probably to search up who the fuck Brisbane have on their team. That actually might be the good idea. So we're getting close now. Oh. Brisbane Broncos roster. Oh, that's a fucking beautiful spelling of roster. Okay, teams. Oh, Albert Kelly's still on there. Corey Pye is also a halfback. Billy Walters is 5'8". Albert Kelly's halfback. Okay. So probably Walters and Kelly, I think, in that game. Right. That might be the way to go, I suppose.
I think it's the overs, Your Majesty.
Okay, I'm just gonna put everything up. We're almost there. The first game almost about to kick off. We're gonna got a couple of minutes. Yeah, just plop that there. Tyrone Roberts is the 18th man for tomorrow's game. Tyrone Roberts is at Brisbane. Wow. I mean, good on him. Tyrone Roberts, he was actually fairly solid. He was halfback. Yeah, he was halfback for he was halfback for Newcastle back in the day. Buddy, that's a name. Okay, we're getting close now. We're 5 minutes away from kickoff. I just want to check if there's any last minute updates with the teams. Nope. Okay, let's get into it. So, the lineup for the Penrith Panthers. Dylan Edwards at fullback. Charlie Staines and Brian To'o on the wings. Isaac Targo and Stephen Crichton in the centres. Jerome Luai at 5'8" and Sean O'Sullivan at halfback. Moses Leota, Apisai Coruscant and James Fisher-Harris adds the prop hooker props. Viliami Kikau and Liam Martin in the second row. Isaac Yeo at the lock. Mitch Kenny, Scott Sorensen, Spencer Leniu and Matthew Eisenhuth in the interchange. Chris Smith as the replacement player and Jamin Salmon as a reserve. Now for Manly, you got Tom Trbojevic at fullback, Jason Saab and Ruben Garrick on the wings. You got Brad Parker and Morgan Harper in the centres. Kieran Foran at 5'8" and Daly Cherry Evans at halfback. Got Lachlan Croker, Tofoa Sipley and Marty Tapau at the prop hooker prop. Halamali Olika R2 and Ethan Bullymore in the second row and Jake Trbojevic at lock. Tolatau Kula, Carl Lawton, Sean Kepi and Taniela Paseka make up the interchange. Morgan Boyle is the replacement player and Christian Tuipolotu is the reserve player for Manly. Just door shut. Just probably close the door so we can get ready. Get hyped. Ding dong, the NRL season has arrived. Oh, splitting of the screen. Shit. So we're very close now. 4 minutes remaining. I don't know why I'm wearing headphones. There is literally no point. Oh, so they really are doing like a proper like triple header type stuff with for the Sundays because I think they're having. So apparently they're having the Parramatta women's team play before the Parramatta Titans match on Sunday. So let's have a look. Just lastly, with the poll in the chat. So there are 6 votes in. I'm going to end the poll now. So the poll states it is dead even. 6 votes, 50% in favour of Penrith, 50% in favour of Manly. What will happen? Will Cleary being missing... Is Cleary being missing going to be a big foil for Penrith, or will Manly blow it? Here we go. Moments away now from the first game of the season. The Manly team in their sheds, and as well as Penrith also in their sheds. The defending champions want to make a good start to their season, but of course without Nathan Cleary, it might provide a bit of a challenge. The Manly Sea Eagles, a lot of people have touted them as the premiers and even the champions for this year. And they would need to overcome their champions to lay that foundation of that good start. And almost a full, solid lineup here from the Manly Sea Eagles. Also, they've gotten rid of the reserves now, so there's only one. So you only allowed one reserve, so the 18th man is actually the replacement. At Bluebet Stadium, where the stadium could be no more as they're planning to get a new stadium in Penrith, led by Daly Cherry Evans. Out come the Silver Ferns. Got knocked out of the prelim final by South Sydney, and they will want to make an even bigger impact this season as they walk out to Bluebet Stadium. The Manly Sea Eagles. Daly Cherry Evans. A lot of people not trusting him with the origin capabilities for Queensland, but he certainly is one of the better halfbacks in this comp over the last 10 years. Not exactly sold out, but a big crowd nonetheless. Probably a lot of people on the hills at the bars, you know, so scraps can happen. I wonder if other people are in the crowd. Penrith now still in the sheds. They're about to be let out by, I believe their captain's going to be Isaac Yeo. I believe it would be. Arguably one of the biggest on-form teams over the last couple of years. They lost in 2020 to the Melbourne Storm And they've won in 2021 against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Here comes Isaiah and the Penrith Panthers to commence their title defence. So by the way it's looking here, actually it doesn't look like they're replacing it. There actually is some last minute news. Eisenhuth is out. And it looks like Salmon has come in on the bench and there is no 8th replacement player. Very interesting stuff there. So Eisenhuth is not playing and Salmon's come in on the bench. So it's another player out for Penrith. So what's going to look here is Dylan Edwards is set to kick off. Penrith will be kicking the game off. They'll be running screen right and Manly will pick up. Are you streaming the game? No, I'm not, unfortunately. There's a guy on Twitch that does stream the games, though. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2022. And kickoff is underway. So, they're going to pass it off down to the wing. That's number 8. That is Tuafoa Sipley, who will take the first hit up of the 2022 season. It'll get brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. Who is it? My cable isn't working. Manly and up. As instantly, there's a penalty to Manly. It's an offside call because it's now offside calls with inside of the 40-metre line are no longer set restarts. They're just straight up pens. So Manly now have a full set of 6, 40 metres away from the try line. Brad Parker running up by himself and he gets brought down on the 30 for the first tackle. They keep it down to the back. Good chat, mate. Oh, who is it? I can't find his name, but there should be, if you type up like bloody Penrith versus Manly or NRL stream, it should pop up. I don't know his name, unfortunately. So Brad Parker, 15 metres away from the try line, third tackle. Pass out Cherry Evans, who gets it off to Olakau'atu. Olakau'atu trying to spin out. He gets out of the tackle. He's now inside of the 10, down to the 5. 5 metres out, fourth tackle for Manly. It's another one. I believe that's to Sipley as well, but again, just short of the line. Last tackle for Manly. Sipley laid off the tackle, gets the pass out to Trbojevic. Now down to Tom, and Tom will get brought down inside of the 10, and it will remain. It'll be switched over, actually, to the Penrith team. Very interesting they didn't go for the kick there, Manly. I think you have to actually reset it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, it's basically almost bang on. So now, first tackle for Penrith inside of their 10. This will be the second tackle. It'll be inside of the 15. And now on the 20 for the third tackle. Trying to get passes out down to the side, but they go down on the middle. That's the number 10 of Fisher Harris. Brought on the 25 for the fourth tackle. Somehow, Solomon. Oh, that's a knock on. That's surely a strip motion. Is it? And the call does come. It was a strip attempt there by I believe it was Tuafoa Sipley. So Manly will now give away another set to Penrith. Luai now to Kickow. And Kickow crosses into the opposition half to the 45 for the second tackle. Now third tackle now, 35 metres out. They're going to try to kick it off to the left-hand side. Tago now gets brought down 20 metres out from the try line on the fourth tackle. And now Kickow's just grabbing onto Morgan Harper. I don't know why he's doing that. I mean, he's going to be at the Dogs at some point. They're going to try to go to the right-hand side. Stephen Crichton is over. And Penrith get the first try of the match. Straight through the gap. And Stephen Crichton goes over. And that is the first try of the NRL season, 4 minutes in. And it's Stephen Crichton, he goes over. It's just, Manly were just locked up on the left-hand side of their defence. Got the pass out to Edwards, who just cuts into Crichton. Feigns the pass over to Charlie Staines. And there we go. Stephen Crichton gets the first try of the 2022 NRL season. And it's 4-0 to the Penrith Panthers with a kick to come. Hang on. Oh. They're checking for an obstruction now. Is there an obstruction? Liam goes into Kieran Foran at the run. So by the way it sounds, it won't count. Let's have a look. Yep, no try. So the try will get scrapped out, so it'll be a penalty to Manly. So Stephen Crichton doesn't get the try. Solidified. Has the NRL started? Yes, it has. We're 5 minutes in. Penrith just had a try taken off them. It was a try by Stephen Crichton. However, Liam Martin actually just basically barges Kieran Foran out of the way, causing the obstruction. So Manly will get the ball on their 40 for the full set of 6. And there's the first tackle. Missed you, mate. I missed you too, Solify. Now Kieran Foran now with the ball. Oh, number 11 of Halami Olaka-Artu charging over. I believe that was Jerome Luai, actually. So just shy of halfway now for the second tackle. And it's now a set restart now. Oh, through the gap here. Toafoa simply almost breaking through, but he gets brought down. And this will be the first tackle as well. 35 metres out. Now Marty Tapau gets his first carry. 25 metres out. They go to the right. Now this is Cherry Evans. Gets a pass out. Passes out to knock on by Chabojevic. Who do I think will win? I've money on Penrith to win. So I kind of would like them to win. I know it's a bit against the grain, but I do hope they can hold on. Very fast pass effort to Powell, and Jake Chabojevic couldn't hang on to it. So Jake Chabojevic not happy as a scrum feed now for Penrith on their 25. Now they got the charge straight down from it. Yep, everything's still good. Valami kick out now. He got booed at the title presentation for Penrith, of course. Very well known he is going to the Bulldogs in 2023. Might even leave probably halfway through the season. Now Penrith go past halfway. That's the number 9. That's upper side Curacao. Gets it all the way to the 40. Oh, the 35 actually now. And it's a set restart. Really late. It's a 6 again. So 25 metres out, Penrith have a full set of 6. You don't want to be giving those set restarts right near the end of the set, because that was on like the last tackle. So second tackle now, 20 metres out for Penrith. Here's O'Sullivan. Gives it off to Fisher-Harris. And Fisher-Harris now down onto the 10 for the third tackle. They're going to go to the right now. There's O'Sullivan. Gets a pass out to, I believe that's Dylan Edwards, and he gets met by Brad Parker, the Simpson man. And that'll be the fourth tackle. 15 metres out. Now, Yo trying to go in himself. It'll get brought down 5 metres out in a 3-man tackle. Last tackle now. Off to O'Sullivan. Goes for the grubber. It's picked up by Cherry Evans. And Cherry Evans will get brought down just in front of the line for the first tackle. Oh, big run charge. And that's a penalty. I think it's for an offside. Yeah, but it was an offside. So close to 900 subs, definitely. Definitely are Solify. So, 7.5 minutes gone, still 0-0. So it turns out this is actually behind by about 50 seconds. That was the number 12. That was Liam Martin coming in. He's not making too many friends out there at the moment. There will be a tap on the 30-metre line for Manly. And we go with the first tackle. As I believe that is Olaka-Artu who gets brought down on the 35 for the first tackle as we cross the 8-minute mark. Trying to go down to the left-hand side now. Turbo will get the ball. He gets brought down on halfway for the second tackle. Okay, now the bit rate's going all over the place at the moment. Hope everything is okay. So 4th tackle now for Manly as they're on the 25. It's Jake Trbojevic. Gives it to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans trying to break through the gap. Will get brought down on the 15 for the last tackle. They'll go to the left. The kick's up by Kieran Foran. There's a few runners in. It's been battered back. Oh, it's been picked up by Manly still. Passes all over the place. It's the number 9 of Croker. Goes for another kick. And an awkward bounce brings it back all the way back to the 10 somehow. He kicked it and went the other way. And 15 minutes in, that's Targa that gets brought down for the first tackle. Very chaotic start to say the very least. We'll say that I'm just looking at the bit rate at the moment. The bit rate's going up and down. There is a few skipped frames, which isn't too bad. So it should be okay. Another set restart again. This is the 3rd in the game already. And that is that's Liam Martin now on the 40 on the 2nd tackle inside of Manly's half. Now Leota gets brought down 25 metres away for the try line. 3rd tackle. Now to Yo. Now Kiko with the ball. And Kiko will get brought down on the 15. And now Penrith now. Inside of the 10 now. O'Sullivan! O'Sullivan! Gets a pass off to Dylan Edwards. And he's just short of the line. Last tackle. Edwards should have easily scored then. He barely had any grip on him. Last tackle. Luai with the ball. Goes over to the other side. To'o. And he scores! To'o's been grounded the ball down on the line. Oh, hang on. And the referee on the field revealed it's a no try, so it's going up it's going up again. Let's have a look. Is there an obstruction? That would be very cruel if they rule it away from them. Yeah, that is... Oh, might be. I'm trying to see. So To'o's cut in. Luai's gotten in the way and has blocked Trbojevic. So there we go. 2 tries already have been taken off Penrith. Are you not allowed to show the screen because of copyright? Yeah, the NRL basically... Like, they do not like that shit. You can on Twitch, but not YouTube. It's a bit weird. But even though I've seen people actually do it on YouTube, it's a weird situation. I need to figure out a way of how, like, on the Discord, have it streamed there from, like, a device, which doesn't just absolutely shaft the internet. Okay, so obstructing defender. The first tackle from that penalty is on the 40. For Manly, that's Olika R2 will get brought down on halfway for the 2nd tackle. Now that's Sipley. We'll get to the 45 inside of Penrith's half. They're going to try to shove it out to the left-hand side. Do you think the Dragons top 8? I think they'll get close. I mean, personally, I don't have them in my top 8, but I feel like they can definitely challenge for it. Last tackle, 30 metres out. Cherry Evans with the kick. To'o, and he gets dragged all the way back by Saab. And it's going to be a goal line dropout to Penrith. Brilliant tackle there by Saab, but... A bunch of the Penrith players appealing for a tackled in midair. I mean, to be fair, he kind of... No, he didn't. Fair play. I thought he grabbed him in the air, but no, he waited until he got his foot on the ground. So fair play there. So here we go. Only 12 minutes have gone, and here comes the goal line dropout by Edwards. It's a low-driven one, and Saab had a bit of difficulty getting onto that, but he does have it as Sipley will take the hit up and it'll get brought down on the 40 inside of Penrith's half for the first tackle. Bulldogs could be last spot because they versus all the good teams in the first 6 game or so. That is true, but again, you'd never know how good this Bulldogs team is. Oh, pass out the line, Brad Parker gets brought down, I believe, 10 metres out from the try line on the third tackle. They're going to kick it out to the right. It's Croker. Gives it off to Tapau. And Tapau will get... Oh, it's a strip! Crichton stripped it! And it's 1-on-1, completely legal. And now Penrith have the first tackle on their 35. And now that is number 2. That's Charlie Staines now, just 5 metres away from the halfway point. Now Luai to Kickow. And Kickow makes it all the way to the 40 inside of Manly's half for the third tackle. Now they're going to shift it off to the right-hand side. O'Sullivan goes over the top for the number 4 of Stephen Crichton, who made that strip. It'll get brought down 35 metres away from the try line for the 4th tackle. Now O'Sullivan now. Tries to go straight in. Now 20 metres out from the try line. Last tackle for Penrith. They're going to go off to the right. It's a kick up in the air by Luai. And Saab takes the take, but it's going to be a penalty impeding on the man in the air. It was accidental, but it did still happen. So it's another penalty to Manly. Saab goes up in the air and he gets taken up by, I believe it was Kickow. No, it wasn't Kickow. It was, the number 3 was Targo. Targo was looking for the ball, so it was accidental. And I've actually just realised if that kept playing on, Kickow gets the ball and he could have easily scored because one of the multis I have for this game is I need Kickow to score. So yeah, double-edged sword that was. Where are these bloody dropped frames coming from, bro? No, I don't know what happened there. Bit of communication error. Now, second tackle on the 40. Still inside their own half, Manly. Gets it off to the 16. It's Sean Kepi. They've already made a sub here, the Manly Sea Eagles. Now they're trying to get off to the left. Oh, it's a flat pass. Oh, it's a knock on anyways. And Charlie Staines picks the ball up just inside of Penrith's half. Now gets it off to Luai. And Luai makes it past halfway. Now gives it off to Coruscant. And now it's still an Edwards who has the ball and he'll get brought down 40 metres out from the try line. And it's still the 0, actually. Liam Martin running straight in. Gets an offload out to Edwards. And it's a fresh set as well. It's a set restart. Luai gets brought down 20 metres out for the first tackle. A full set of 6. Now Leota gets brought down on the 10. Now Yo. Now to the number 10 of Fisher Harris. And Fisher Harris gets slammed down inside, 5 metres out now for the second tackle. They're going to go try to the right-hand side. Martin, they knew the ball was going to Martin and he gets slammed. Third tackle, 5 metres out. Trying to go to the left now, O'Sullivan. Now to Yo. Yo gets brought down on the 5 again now. Fourth tackle. To the left again. Over the top for To'o. And To'o again just short of the line now. Last tackle from Penrith. Kick out a dummy half. Gives it to Luai. Luai with the kick up in the air. It's battered back by Penrith. It's battered back twice. Edwards. Tries to pass off to Staines. Now to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with the grubber. And Jake Trbojevic apparently has grounded the ball in that pickup. And it'll get brought down on the 10. It's another set of... I don't know what to do with these bloody skipped frames. There's about 60 like frames keep just getting dropped. Like, I don't know how bad the stream actually is. It's going to be a close game. It's a lot closer than people are going to think, though. But for all we know, like... It's like the bitrate then goes to like 1200. Then it just goes to 3000. Like, there's no consistent bitrate. I've got to go. I need to do my science research or something to see about. Yeah, no worries, Solify. So first, it's our set restart again now for Penrith. An inside the 10 penalty. So this will be the first tackle. 2 metres away from the try line now for Penrith. Penrith will go to the right. Oh, no. It's a fake pass and goes to the left. I think it's Moses Leota who gets brought down. Oh, tries to go by himself. Coruscant again short. Now third tackle. Gets it out to the right. O'Sullivan. Now to Martin. And Martin will get held up on the 15 for the fourth tackle. No. Isaac Yeo. Yo gets a pass out. Coruscant now to Kickow. Kickow. Gets it off to Coruscant again. Targo! There we go. Third time's the charm. And Penrith finally get a try. This one won't be taken off them. Isaac Targo. And I have him in my fantasy team as he gets the first try of the NRL season. All the pressure finally getting to Manly. Kickout goes into the line, gets the offload off to Coruscant, gives it to Targo. Faint sub to get the pass to To'o. And then just goes straight in. And Isaac Targo gets the first try of the NRL season. Referees are still talking. Surely there's nothing wrong with that. That has to be a try. Like, come on. Yep, third time the charm. Tries confirmed. It will stand. So Isaac Targo will claim the first try of the NRL season. Maybe it might be Snaz fucking up. Let me just close Snaz. Like, the stream's all fine and all that. It's just the skipped frames is fucking giving me an aneurysm. Yeah, open performance window. So here comes the conversion attempt. It's Crichton who's going to take the kicks. Okay, here we go. Crichton with the kick. Oh, straight down the middle. So 20 minutes gone. It is 6-0 to the Penrith Panthers. I mean, in fairness, it should be like almost 12 or 18-0. By the way, the two tries were taken off them. I mean, the first try was definitely an obstruction. The second one, I think, is a bit harsh on Luai. But this one, definitely a try. As Isaac Targo gets the first try of the season. As we cross into now the last 20 minutes of the first half. Okay, there's the kickoff there by Manly. Only gets to the 10 and it's picked up by Stephen Crichton. He gets brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. And I believe that is Moses Leota. Again, gets dragged all the way back to the 20 for the second tackle. Might be a set. And they're going to pause back because Jake Trbojevic was brought into the mix. I feel like most of the forwards here for Penrith are basically just, let's just piss off Jake Trbojevic. Because that's pretty much what's happening. Actually, that will be what it is because I'm streaming it to the TV. Oh. That definitely might be causing a problem with it. Liam Martin got his fast off the foot. Now last tackle on halfway for Penrith. There's the kick by O'Sullivan. Picked up by Saab inside of the 10. I believe this is Saab's first carry of the match, actually. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Time's off. Why'd the whistle go off? Oh no, so here's the second tackle now on the 25 for Manly. Now that's the number 12. That is Liam... No, it's not Liam Martin. That is Ethan Bullimore. For the third. Almost a breakthrough there for Kieran Foran as he gets brought down just 5 metres away from halfway. Now Cherry Evans. And the number 7's meet as Evans gets brought down 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Manly. To Kieran Foran for the kick. It's high up in the air. It's picked up by Staines. It goes straight to Dylan Edwards. Edwards has... He had a player alongside, but he gets brought down on the 15. Loy at dummy half. And now it's To'o. And To'o won't go far as he gets brought down on the 20 for the second tackle. Try to go to the right-hand side. I believe that's Charlie Staines. He gets to the 30 for the third tackle. Coruscant, how it goes all the way to the 5 metres, just shy of halfway for the fourth tackle. Now Crichton now just making it past halfway now for the last tackle. And the ball will be given to O'Sullivan with the kick. Goes straight to Saab again. And Saab will get brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. A lot of the kicks being targeted at Saab. They're trying to throw him off at the moment. Garrick getting dragged back now to the 15 for the second tackle. Definitely the momentum is mostly on favour with Penrith at the moment. Third tackle now for Manly as they're on the 20. It's Morgan Harper that gets brought down. Is Andrew Avey in the Eagles side tonight? Andrew Davey. I don't think so. Yeah, just checking. No, he isn't. He isn't in the side tonight. So there's a kick from Cherry Evans for the last tackle as it got onto the 35. It goes straight to Charlie Staines and he gets brought down on the Penrith 40 for the first tackle. They kick it off down to the left as that is Leota. He gets brought down on halfway for the second tackle. Go to the left again. It's Dylan Edwards who crosses past halfway. Now 45 metres away for the try line for the third tackle. Pass will go to the right as O'Sullivan gives the ball off to the number 10 of Fisher Harris. Now 35 metres away from the try line, fourth tackle. As Isa Yo, they're passing now to Kickow. Kickow will be brought down about 25 metres away from the try line. This will be the last tackle for Penrith. As Yo kicks it back to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with the chip up, trying to pressure, I believe it is Garrick. Well, it's a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty to Penrith. What happened? Oh. It was one of the Penrith players got hit late. I believe it was the number 11. It was Olika Artu that hit a Penrith player who just passed the ball. That was fairly late, so... But what it's looking from the Penrith bench is they want to go for the 2. Yeah, Olika Artu just... Yeah, that was very late. It was at the back of number 15, Scott Sorensen, so... Looks like Penrith might be going for the 2 here. I mean, they've got all the momentum. Surely go for some tries. Only 15 minutes ago as Halmal Olika Artu is now on report. About 25 metres out, right in front. Penrith are going to go for the 2. So it will be... I think Stephen Crichton that does the conversions, I believe, for this match. So here's the conversion. And it goes down the middle. So with 14 minutes 40 remaining, it is 8 points to 0 in favour of the Penrith Panthers. Okay, yeah, it's looking alright. It's stabled a little bit. So, time's still winding down here, so we've still got 14 minutes. So, I think in terms, this is behind by about a minute. I mean, it's not that bad, but about 30 seconds, I'd probably say. So Sorensen has come on for the Penrith Panthers over Moses Leota. And as far as I'm aware, Sean Kepi's still on the park for Manly. So second tackle now for the Penrith Panthers on their 20. Going to try to pass it down to the left. There's Luai. Now Kikau. And Kiko gets brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. That's Isaac Yeo. Yeo still going. And he gets brought down on the 40 for the fourth tackle. Really good charge there. And Sullivan going for a 40-20. Saab racing back, but the ball goes in the midfield. And now Saab gets the ball to Trbojevic. Trbojevic hasn't had much of the ball either. As Turbo gets brought down inside of the 10 for the first tackle. If you can keep the ball away from Turbo, like some teams have done, I think that South Sydney did it really well in the preliminary final, then you can sort of control Manly. It's like squeeze balls. So third tackle now on the 15 now for Manly. And Manly are just... Joe Trbojevic just tried to run. He has no idea what to do. It wasn't Joe Trbojevic, it was actually Lachlan Croker, but Manly are just not looking good at all in this match. Last tackle now, 25 metres out. There's the kick from Cherry Evans. And it'll bounce, it'll be flicked up. On the 30, Dylan Edwards will pick it up. He'll go straight to the 45 and get brought down for the first tackle. Still inside of Penrith's half, so we've got 12 minutes currently remaining in the first half. Now Penrith just crossed past halfway, 45 metres now away from the try line, as that was Charlie Staines who did the run. And it's another set restart. It's a ruck infringement, and now Penrith get a full set of 6, 35 metres out away from the try line as To'o. That gets the ball to Yeo. Now to O'Sullivan. It gets wrapped up by Kieran Foran on the 30 for the second tackle. Now Isaac Yeo. Yeo gets brought down on the 20. That tackle looked a bit sus. Now to the left, as that is Fisher Harris. Gets brought down on the 10. Now fourth tackle. Trying to get passes out to the right. They do. They've got numbers. Straight to Charlie Staines. Has he lost it? Or was he dragged out? Good bit of play there. Oh, it's a 20-minute restart now for Manly. As Garrick immediately rushes. Oh, so he must have lost it. Oh, yeah, he lost it. Ruben Garrick with a fantastic tackle. Also on my fantasy team. So anyone who said my fantasy team looks shit, hold my nuts. I'll definitely regret to leave that. Morgan Harper will get on the 35 from the first tackle. And Penrith dragging Manly back. Second tackle now on Manly's 40. Now it's Saab. Oh, and Saab's lost it. It's just, I don't know what's happening with Manly. Like, what's going on? As Kiko gets the ball, it was a knock on by Saab. And now Kiko will get the first tackle about 35 metres away from the try line with about 10 minutes to go. Another try here for Penrith could definitely put the hurt on Manly. Now 25 metres out now, second tackle. It's the number 15. It's Scott Sorensen. They'll go to the left. Sean O'Sullivan gets it off to Fisher Harris. And Fisher Harris will get brought down on the 15. Away from the try line. Now O'Sullivan, now to Yeo. And Yo will carry into the last 10 metres for the fourth tackle. Down to the right. O'Sullivan, pass over the top. It's the number 4 of Crichton. And just like that, Stephen Crichton gets the try. He did go over earlier in the game, in the first 4 minutes, but that try was taken off him. They won't take it off him this time. With 9.5 minutes remaining, it's 12-0 to Penrith with a kick to come. Manly are out of this. Manly are just straight up out of it. Actually, let me just check quickly, because I did have a multi on this match. I just want to check to see what it was, because I had Penrith to win was one of them. And straight through the gap, Charlie Staines. A conversion here, and it's also a fairly makeable kick to make it 14-0. I just don't see Manly scoring a try in this half. Like, it's really weird. Let's have a look. So what is it? Penrith to win. Ruben Garrick, Charlie Staines, Villami kick out to score. Well, righto. So none of them have scored yet. Staines kick out Parker. I don't think it's actually going to hit, to be honest. So now here's a conversion attempt now by Stephen Crichton to convert his own try. This to make it a 14-0 lead. And he shanked it. That's a very proper shank there. So score remained 12-0 with 8 minutes left in the first half. Sorry for phasing out, but yeah, I know, radio silence, but... It's Kieran! Kieran! It's Kieran! Kieran Sports Vlogs! Holy shit, it's Kieran! It's Kieran, it's the guy! The show stealer of the 9-hour Lismore charity stream on the Sam Revel channel, and he's hot dogging and grandstanding this 12-0 lead. Holy shit, I popped out. Ref is cheating for Penrith, allowing them to slow play the ball and not giving 6 again. Calls against Manly for not holding down as long. It's rigged. There has been a lot of 6 agains ruled in favour of Penrith at the moment. As Luai now. Luai with the step. And he gets brought down 45 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. And Penrith just keep on going with the hurt. So 35 metres away from the try line. 8 minutes left. Fourth tackle. O'Sullivan. Oh. Kepi with a big tackle on Martin there on the 25 now. Last tackle here for Penrith. O'Sullivan with the kick. Gonna chores Saab again. And Saab gets met by the number 8 of Moses Leota. As Turbo again gets held into the 10. Turbo's not had the ball at all. But this kicking, this is definitely the plan for Penrith. Just keeping kicking it down to Saab and have the players on their left-hand side charge up so they can barely get any movement on them. Third tackle, Cherry Evans probably going for a 40-20. Oh, got a bit of distance there, but Dylan Edwards picks it up on the 20. And he gets met by Kieran Foran on the 35 for the first tackle. And that's Charlie Staines getting brought down on the Penrith 40 for the second tackle as we've got 7 minutes remaining in this half. Now on left-hand side now, 35 metres away from the try line now, Penrith. Leave it's the fourth tackle. Coruscant to Fisher Harris. Fisher Harris now 25 metres away from the try line. Last tackle. Yo. O'Sullivan over the top now for Stain. Oh, Crichton passes the ball into the crowd. I needed to get that pass off to Staines because I need Staines to score. So basically I need Staines to score, I need Kickout to score, and I need Brad Parker to score and Penrith to win. And I get $20. I want them to give me money. Morgan Harper now going to the ball. Morgan Harper's also been a big target for Penrith in this match. So right now under 6 minutes remaining in this first half. As Garrick gets brought back to the 15 for the second tackle. Now that's number 17. That's Eisenhout. No, it's not. It's Paseka, sorry. Gets brought down on the 25. They shift off to the left. Jake Trbojevic now to Cherry Evans. Now Olika R2, who will get brought down on the 35. Still inside of their own half for the fourth tackle. It's an early kick then for a 40-20. Not quite enough to get to the end of the sideline, but it is picked up by Edwards on the 15. And Edwards get brought down on the 25 as we now are about to enter the final 5 minutes of the first half. $30 meters out now, second tackle. It's the number 14. I believe that is Mitch Kenny. No, it's Leniu, sorry. Now, halfway tackle there for Penrith is now the fourth tackle. It's Targo who got brought down. Was that Targo limping? I'm not sure. Last tackle, 40 metres out from the try line. Here's the kick from O'Sullivan. It's another one straight to Saab. And Saab gets immediately met by Viliami Kickout on the 10. That's just one of the plays you just don't want to see when that situation happens. As Morgan Harper gets brought down now on the 15 for the second tackle. And I believe that's Cherry Evans getting brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. Now Turbo. And Turbo again gets held to the 25 for the fourth tackle. I don't think Turbo's had many metres gained at all in this match. So fourth tackle now, that's Kepi. Kepi gets over to the 40 now. Last tackle here for Manly. On their 40, still on their 40. I mean, I was about to say in their own half, but I think me saying on their own 40 defeats the purpose. As To'o picks the ball up on the 20. To'o as well hasn't really had much of the ball in this match so far as he gets brought down on the 40 for the first tackle. 3.5 minutes now to go in this matchup. Can Penrith get another try here? I think another try for Penrith here will be almost but curtains for this Manly team. Now Curacao crosses the halfway mark and it's 45 metres away from the try line on the third tackle. Oh, one of the Manly players is down. Looks like he's got the same haircut as Munster. He's struggling to get up. Let's have a look. Targo. He's gone in with his head to tackle his hip. That's something that they really need to fucking fix that out. Because I know it's number 15. It's Carl Lawton for Manly. And I understand you got to protect the player who's carrying the ball in these for these head clash situations. But when you're taught to tackle around the hip, injuries like what just happened with Lawton can actually just cause more concussions than a person taking a shoulder to the head, personally. As we're tied 3 minutes 11. This time stopped, 3 minutes 11 remaining in this first half. Very bad place for Carl Lawton to put his head in. They might need to bring in the replacement. For the number 18, it is Morgan Boyle for Manly. They might need to because he's going to get taken off for an HIA. But he is okay. He's able to walk off the pitch. But it's a lot more problems here for the Manly Sea Eagles. I think we can all breathe now, actually, because it's been going a mile a minute so far this match. And now finally it can stop. And here comes the injury replacement. It's the number 9 for Manly. It's Lachlan Kroger who will come back on. By the way things are looking, I don't think Carl Lawton's going to come back in this match, unfortunately for him. One of the better impact players there for Manly. So Lachlan Croker's now on the park, so Penrith will have 45 metres away from the try line on the third tackle. As Isaiah Yeo gets the ball off to, I believe that's Spencer Leniu. Fourth tackle, 35 metres out now. Yeo have the ball off to O'Sullivan, now to Martin. Liam Martin's a fucking very quick player off the line. So now 20 metres out from the try line. Last tackle here for Penrith. It's gone to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with the kick. Again, another kick straight to Saab. And Saab will take it. And again, he gets meet by Coruscant and tackled inside the 10 for the first tackle with 2 minutes 30 remaining in the first half. Now Morgan Harper gets met up by Spencer Leniu and is still held within the 10 for the second. Now Olika R2 is able to get to the 20-metre line now for the third tackle. And that's number 17. I believe that is Paseka now, getting to the 30-metre line for Manly on the fourth. I literally can't log into 9 now, really. If you have Twitch, I know there's a guy that usually does stream the NRL unless they've dealt with him. So if you can... I don't know his name, unfortunately, but one of them... I think he should be streaming. I'm not too sure. I don't even know his name, but... So, minute 40 now remaining. Second tackle for Penrith. I believe it's just shy of halfway as well. Now, in comes the number 2. I believe that's Charlie Staines. Now, 45 metres out now. O'Sullivan now gets it off to Stephen Crichton. Now, 30 metres out. Gets it off to Yeo. Fourth tackle. Now O'Sullivan will get brought down on the 20 now. Last tackle for Penrith. They're going to go down to the left. It's Luai. Now to kick out. Kick out with the grubber kick. And it's gone to Turbo. And Turbo gets brought down inside the 5. We've got 1 minute now remaining in this game. Game's half. Save that. So Saab. And Saab again gets dragged back inside of the 10. This has pretty much basically been the sum up of what's happened in this matchup. And now Turbo does make it past the 10 for the third tackle. Now it's the number 16. It's Sean Kepi who gets brought down on the 20 for the fourth tackle. Now Croker. As Leniu just hits him hard. Last tackle. Manly are in a bit of bother. They're still going now. I love your stream, bro. Thank you, Missy. Let's have a... Oh, Manly are through here. All the way, Bullimore. Where did this come from? I look away for a split second. All of a sudden, Ethan Bullimore's on the run. He's run about 60 metres and right on half time has scored a try for Manly. If you told me at the beginning of this set, Penrith, they didn't even get out of their 30. They're going to pass it over the top. Turbo gets a pass off to Bullimore. Bullimore breaks one. Turbo gets the pass off, gives it off to Bullimore on the 30, and somehow, some way, Manly have scored on half time. Hello, Marshall. Yeah, sorry everyone. Obviously, I can't show the game footage because of copyright, but I think there should be a guy on Twitch. But holy shit! Out of nowhere, Penrith kept them all inside of the 10, and that was the last tackle. There was a pass over. It was originally from Foran, gets it to Turbo, and Turbo just gets the pass off for Bullimore, and Bullimore goes 40 metres to score on half time pretty much almost under the post, and it will be 12 points to 6 at half time. How does that happen? And here comes the conversion attempt now by Ruben Garrick. This to make it a 6-point lead, and that is probably one of the most important tries that Manly could score this game. Right on half-time to change momentum into the Sheds. So here we go, Ruben Garrick, 20 metres out. Easy as you like there from the top point scorer. And that is the end of the first half. 12 points to 6 to the Penrith Panthers. Utter dominance by Penrith. And then just like that, Manly screech back into life with a try there by Bullimore. I'm sorry, how? How did Manly get a try then? Manly have been down and out for the last, genuinely 40 minutes. Haven't got anywhere near for scoring a try. A pass from Jake Trbojevic from dummy half all the way to Kieran Foran, who gets on a run. Then Foran gets a pass off to Turbo, and then Turbo gets a pass out to Bullimore, who gets his first try of the season. How does that happen? How on earth does that try happen? Just Penrith switch off in the last minute, and Manly are definitely now in this match. Just, whoa. What the hell? Literally, I'm actually stunned. I'm genuinely stunned how on earth Manly scored that try. What? Penrith, you couldn't have described that Manly try, any more as against the run of play. They were getting belted. Manly were kept pretty much into the 20 for majority of that set, and somehow, some way, they get a try. What the actual fuck just happened? There we go. So there's the end of the first half of the NRL season. 12 points to 6 to Penrith. Penrith utterly dominated, and then Manly scored in the last 10 seconds. What? Okay, we can all breathe, we can all calm down, because Jesus Christ. If I consider this top channel... Hang on, I've got this live chat, okay, don't worry. Yeah, what the hell? So for those who have missed out on what has happened, basically Penrith within the first 10 minutes had 2 tries taken off them. And then in the 17th minute, Isaac Targo got the first try. Then 10 minutes later, after a whole lot of pressure, Stephen Crichton got a try. They also did get a penalty conversion attempt, and then Manly just scored somehow in the last minute. You literally just sum that up, and somehow Manly scored. That's just what's happened. I'm stunned. Literally just stunned. Don't know how, don't know why. Stunned. Just ridiculous. What the actual hell just happened? But I can prove, Manly can definitely now come back in. They've now got this momentum now from out of nowhere. So, yeah. I'm sorry I'm, just not making real much sense of it, but it's what do you do? Nate John, the Penny Panthers, most definitely. Yeah. I'm confused. I am very much a confused gentleman. How do they get a try? How do they do that? How did they get that try? I don't fucking know how they got that fucking try. I swear to God, what the fuck? Penrith have dominated pretty much since the whistle. Maybe there was a little bit in the first early couple of minutes when Manly had possession of the ball, but they've dominated at least the last 35 minutes. But then just like that, Manly get a try. How? How does that happen? Why are we here? Fucking hell. Isaac Targa getting that try, very happy for him. Does well for my fantasy. Ruben Garrett got a goal, also good for me fantasy. Brad Parker's done fuck all. One thing I will say though, Penrith's kicking has been fantastic. Sean O'Sullivan knows where to put the ball, and has put it very consistently where he's put it. Basically, immediately to Jason Saab. And then Saab gets immediately pressured by the likes of Valami Kikau, so he can't go anywhere. That's something Penrith have been really good at consistently doing, is their kicking strategy. But just, like, Manly should have not scored. But they did. This is the world we live in. Like, what? Like, just somehow, Jay Trbojevic gets a fucking wild-ass pass out to the left, almost intercepted by a Penrith player, mind you. It goes to Kieran Foran, who goes on a run because Penrith are kind of lacking on their right-hand side of defence, gets a tackle offload off to Turbo, who then proceeds to go another 20 metres, gets another pass offload to bloody Ethan Bullymore, and Bullymore runs away and scores. Like, I would like to see how much money Ethan Bullymore was playing to get first try. Not first try, but any time try, because he had to have been up there. I mean, fair play to him. Definitely fair play to him, but yeah. Can anybody else try to make reason with that? Like, genuinely, I've no idea. Je m'appelle no fucking idea. It's just, I don't know. I really just don't know. I don't know what's happened. Just Manly. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh, God almighty. Well. So, 12 points to 6. They're currently just going through the review of the half-time, but I don't know what to do. I actually have zero idea what to do. Like, straight up, if Manly didn't score that try, I think the argument could be very easy to make that Penrith are just going to easily just waltz this game. But now that try to Bullymore, now it's like, okay, what could happen? Because now we don't know. It was O'Sullivan that almost intercepted it. I don't even know how they got that try. Like, so weird. It frustrates me. It confuses me as a rugby league fan. It's like what the actual fuck? Like, I just don't know. I really just do not know. And Manly definitely have some momentum now, so it's like, it's unbelievable. Like, what do you do? What do you do in that situation? Like, have I been blinded by the style of Ethan Bullymore? I don't know. But there's no reason Manly should have scored then. No reason whatsoever. But they did. I don't know if it's pissed me off or what, but it's just like, how? How does this happen? Why are we still here only just to suffer? I wonder when Nathan Cleary will be back playing again soon. It's said that he's going to come back round 4. So he should be back for when they play South Sydney. But I don't know why, but I feel like I have a cheeky suspicion they're gonna... he's recuperated well. He's playing against Newcastle, and then Newcastle get like pumped by 40. So, yeah. Oh, is this a mining ad? There's ads about the mines. Or is it, wait, what? What the fuck even is this ad? Is it actually a mining ad, or is it Macca's or menu log ad? Or it's McDelivery. What the fuck? Thought it was a mining ad. But no, it's McDelivery. Oh, it's just... Why are we still here just to suffer? I feel very sorry for anybody who's just randomly coming. Oh, he got an injury on his shoulder for Nathan. Yeah. I really just don't, like... I'm sorry to anyone who's actually coming in just bearing witnessing to whatever the hell this is going on about. But it's straight up just been like the last 15 minutes just trying to understand how the hell Manly scored that try right at the end. Because they've been absolutely pumped and blasted in the last 30-35 minutes. And then they get a try. And it's a good try as that as well. Like, I don't know how. I need to hit the bottle. Like, it's weird. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's dumb. But it keeps happening. Just probably a reminder of things of is the Lismore Floods fundraiser. Currently in the link of the GoFundMe. Currently situating at $765. The goal is to get 2K. Every stream that I do for this month, any money will probably just go straight to it. But even still, probably just be easier to just go donate straight towards the to the cause as well. Will Penrith get their win? Get back in the second half. It'll be easy for a win at home tonight. Like, I still think Penrith are going to win this match. Because, like, I just don't understand how Manly got that try off, and now the momentum's now like a lot more even now, because momentum was just completely in Penrith's side, but after that try, now it's a lot more even than we once thought. It's just, I really don't know what even happened. This is ridiculous. I'm losing my fucking mind. It's all that's happening. I've lost it. I've actually, like, I don't know if I've drunken the Kool-Aid or what. I've just gone mental. Like, it's ridiculous. I've gone nuts. Like, what are we doing? But anyways, we should be getting relatively close now to the... should be getting close relatively to the start of the second half. So the try scorers... Oh, actually, we're about to start the second half, actually. So the first half try scorers was Isaac Targo to score the first try of the season. You got Stephen Crichton in the 29th minute. And then right on halftime, Ethan Bullymore got the try for Manly. So, yeah. So on to back to the second half as Manly are about to come out of the sheds. Manly will definitely have a bit more momentum now in their favour, because it generally just looked lost. But then they get a try right at the end. It's like, for all we know, Manly could just like come out, dominate the next 40 minutes and just win. For all we know. So we should be getting close now. Penrith should be coming out in the field soon. That's the thing. All Manly need is a converted try and they've tied the match. Now Isaiah Yeo now coming... Or Yo, I think it's how it's pronounced. Now coming out onto the park. And now we've got the typical Fox Sports blowing the premiers. So Manly will kick off. That Manly will be running screen right, and Penrith will receive the ball for the first half. I thought it was like a remix of the Undertaker's theme. It definitely isn't, but it just sounded like it. Kick off and we're underway now for the second half. That's a really great take by Stephen Crichton, almost kicking it straight on, grubbering it down the ground, but Crichton easy keeping it in, almost giving the ball straight away for Manly on the 20. But here's the second tackle now for Penrith. Now on the 35, Liam Martin gets brought down. So it was a short kickoff kind of attempt there, trying to get a scrum, but brilliant hands by Crichton. So this is fourth tackle now for Penrith as Lenier gets brought down on halfway. As Dylan Edwards now gets brought down 40 metres away from the try line, and this will be the last tackle for the Panthers. It's a kick up in the air by Sullivan. Again, straight to Saab, and Saab will get brought down. It was on the 20, but he gets dragged immediately back to the 15. Now second tackle now to Manly on the 20. Now to the 25. Getting to the third tackle again. It's Sub again. Manly again. Immediately just being held back into their own half. Now the fourth tackle now for Manly. Onto the 35. Push out to the side. Foran gets a pass out to Parker that looked forward. But it'll be play on halfway. Last tackle. As Cherry Evans with the kick. It kind of seems like Penrith's line goes so quick that Evans doesn't really have time to think about where he's going to put the ball. He just kicks and hopes. So first tackle there as Charlie Staines gets brought down on the 25. And now this is To'o. But it's going to be a penalty. I think it's a 10 in the 10, an inside the 10 penalty, which is a new rule. An inside the 10 penalty within the 40-metre line, or a ruck infringement, I believe it is now a penalty, not a set restart. If it's up the field, it is a set restart. So halfway, full set of 6 here for Penrith. So the penalties in favour, actually, it's 6-2 in favour of Manly. Sorensen now gets brought down about 25 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Or 35, actually. Yo now gets it off to O'Sullivan. Now to Kickow. Kickow gets an offload off to Coruscant. Now to Edwards. And Edwards gets driven down to the ground by the number 17 of Paseka. Now Yo. To O'Sullivan. Now to Martin. And Martin will get held up on the 10. Fourth tackle now for Penrith. They'll go to the left-hand side. As that is Coruscant. 5 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle. Off to O'Sullivan. Now to Luai. Now to kick out of To'o. To'o's trying to step. Can he get a pass off? No, he cannot. Manly hold on to him. And it'll be a handover to Manly. I think To'o might have gotten it off, but there was a Manly player waiting to try to intercept the ball from if an offload did occur. And there's the first tackle, and Saab immediately just gets dragged back into the 5. No, it's Harper, my bad. And now second tackle. Oh, it's an offload. Now, and just like they're still inside of the 10, even with the offload from that tackle, as that was Foran who gets brought in. And now, third tackle now. They're on the 15. It's Brad Parker. 4 minutes now gone in this second half. Now Jake Trebojevic gets onto the 25. Oh, it's a break for a run there. I believe that is Paseka. It'll get brought down on the 35. So this will be the last tackle here for Manly. Off to Cherry Evans. Kicks it right down the middle. Now Edwards picks it up. Edwards gets an offload off to To'o. To'o trying to spot the gap. He has seen it. He'll go in. He'll get brought down just 5 metres away from halfway for the first tackle. Now Charlie Staines gets brought down on halfway for the second tackle. Try to go down the left now. Believe that is Stephen Crichton now. 40 metres away from the try line. Third tackle now for Penrith. Now to go down to the left-hand side. O'Sullivan trying to split the gap, and he'll get brought down on 25 metres away. Fourth tackle. Penrith go to the right. It's Yo. Gives it off to, I believe that's Sorensen now. 10 metres out from the try line. Last tackle for Penrith. They will go down the left. O'Sullivan. Now to Luai. Now to Kickow. Kickow gets a pass back to Luai. Luai just goes straight through. How easy was that? Luai just splits the gap from the pass to Kickow. And it's now 16 points to 6 to Penrith. I think momentum now has been secured again for Penrith. But Kickout just gets a fantastic offload, and Luai just runs straight down the middle of this gap and just no. They're just caught ball watching, basically. It's been a very poor performance so far by Manly, must be said. Kickout just sees them. Just sees Luai in the gap, and he gets the pass off. So there we go. 6.5 minutes gone in the second half, and that's been confirmed by the bunker. 16-6 with a kick to come. So this conversion will get them a 12-point lead with about 33 minutes to go. Just such an easy try. Like on the last as well. Kieran NRL vlogs would be loving this. So Stephen Crichton now 2 from 3 so far this game. This to make it a 12-point lead. And he's got it. 33 minutes to go in this matchup. It's Penrith 18, Manly 6. So it's past O'Sullivan to Luai, then to Kickout. Kickout goes in to bring up 3 of the Manly players, gets an offload off to Luai, and just splits through the gap and goes straight in. That's a definite FTA moment. I go on Instagram, and I'm definitely white. So here we go. So now the kickoff now waiting from the Manly team. And there's the kick. It's a long... Oh! They've gone for another kick attempting to the sideline, and it looks like it's gone straight out on the full. So it's a penalty to Penrith on halfway. So it's just going bad to worse for... I thought it bounced just in. I think it either just bounced in or it was touched by a Penrith player. Oh, it's hit the line. Yep, that means it's out on the full. And that's a massive penalty kick then. So 25 metres out, a full set of 6 for Penrith. And they can just start piling on the points. Or piling on the pain, depending on how you want to see it. So it's number 15 as Sorensen gets brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. They go to the left-hand side now as Luai Gets it off to Targo. Targo gets brought down about 15 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Now Yo gets it off to O'Sullivan. Now to Edwards. And Edwards get brought down inside of the 10 for the third tackle. Then they're going to go to the left-hand side here. They do. To Yo. Yo gets a pass off to, I believe that was Sorensen. Now Luai. Now Kickow. Kickow still going. And Kickow will get brought down 5 metres away for the try line. Fourth tackle. They're going to go to the right now. Luai. Off to Yo. Now to O'Sullivan. Off to Crichton. Crichton tries to get a flip pass off to Stain. Stain still has it, but it'll be brought into touch on the 15. So Manly are able to hold on to that pressure and they'll get the ball on their 15. Bit of a weird flick pass there by Staines. But a big tackle there by Ruben Garrick. Not a lot of things have gone right so far for Manly this game, but they do probably need to fix it. It's Olika Arch who takes the first hit up for Manly in this set, on the 20 for the first. Now on to the right now, as that's Cherry Evans who will get brought down on the 30. Now the third tackle, that's number 16. It's Sean Kepi who gets brought up just shy of the 40, still inside of Manly's half. They've got numbers on their left. It's good momentum as Parker gets brought down on halfway for the fourth tackle as we were about to cross the first 10 minutes of the second half being played. And Jake just gets slammed by Leniu. It's the last tackle, 45 metres away from the try line. It'll be given back to Cherry Evans and the kick is high up in the air. And it'll be taken by, I believe that is Targo. And, it's attempted strip there by Morgan Harper, but Targo, no, it's To'o actually, able to hold on to that. Onto the 25. Now I believe this is Targo with the ball now on the 35 for the second tackle. Still Morley on the left side. They might shift it out to the right here as Yo goes himself and he gets brought down on the 40. Still inside of Penrith's half for the third tackle. That's Coruscant trying to draw an offside call, but he is able to get past halfway now, 45 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. They're going to kick it off now to the left. I believe that's Leota now with the ball. So 35 metres away from the try line, last tackle for Penrith. Gives it off to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, kick looked like it lagged a little bit. It's going to take a bounce. And Morgan Harper will take it and he'll get brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. And now Saab will get brought down now on the 30. Now Turbo. Getting 10 metres every run they go now, so that Turbo's now on the 40, still inside of Manly's half. Now Jake Trebojevic. Bit of a late pass to Jake. That pass looked somewhat forward as Bullymore gets brought down on the 40 for the fourth tackle, still inside their own half. Tom Trebojevic gets brought down, still inside of their own half by Kickout. So this will be the last tackle here for Manly. And there's a kick by Cherry Evans. And it's picked up on the 10 by Dylan Edwards. And Edwards will get brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. It's To'o now gets brought down onto the 20. It's kind of hard to think that there's still about 27 minutes left in this matchup. So third tackle now for Penrith on their 30 still. So that's Charlie Staines, I believe, going on the run. He'll get brought down just shy of their 40 for the fourth tackle. They're going to go try to the right. I believe that is Leniu. So last tackle on halfway here for Penrith. They're going to give it off to Luai. Luai with the kick. And it'll be taken by Trebojevic. I think it's the first kick Penrith have made that it hasn't gone to Saab. And Turbo will get brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. Now off to Saab now. He will get brought down on the 30 for the second tackle. And shifted off to the left now as that is Kieran Foran who will get brought down on the 40. Game's starting to slow down so Manly can try to make some runs. Jake Trbojevich's passing's been pretty crap to say the least in this matchup. Olka Archer gets brought down just shy of halfway for the fourth tackle. Now Cherry Evans. Oh, Cherry Evans gets a pass off to the number 17 of Paseka as Cherry Evans gets sent about 10 metres back. Now it's pass off to Corin for the last tackle and he gets the kick and Edwards picks it up on the 10. And Edwards will be brought up on the 30 as Manly players are appealing for a Shepherd. So second tackle now for Penrith now, just on their 40 still. Charlie Staines. It's like, as soon as Penrith get the ball, they just hike the momentum up and the speed of the game ridiculously. It's number 15, that's Sorensen now, 40 metres away from the try line, fourth tackle. Kick it up to the left. Oh, it's a set restart. Right near the end of the set. 25 metres out of a new set of 6. That's going to be bad for Penrith as Liam Martin now gets brought down on the 15 for the second tackle. That's very bad for Manly. And that's Lenny now with the ball. Gets brought down on the 10 for the third tackle. Run down middle now, going to the left. Sorensen. Again, 5 metres out now. This will be the fourth tackle for Penrith. Coruscant! And he gets over. Straight from dummy half. I mean, straight from the playmaker. I don't fucking know what the position is. But it's a try to Apisai Coruscant. And it's 22 points to 6 to Penrith with a kick to come. And the kick will certainly go in with about 25 minutes remaining. Just straight in. Yep, that's a try. It's a bad night for Manly. Yeah, lower score. Oh, yeah, I was just trying to think. The lower score? Yeah, he did. So a conversion here will make it 24 points to 6. And I was a bit worried that this try by Manly right near the end of the half was going to throw a spanner into the works of Penrith's momentum. It's definitely proven not to be the case. So here's the conversion attempt from Stephen Crichton, who was 4 from 5 today. There's the conversion. 24 points to 6 with 23.5 to go. Are you a Manly fan or Panthers fan? I'm neither. I'm a Knights fan. Pray for me. Feel bad for me. But I did have a tip for Penrith to win this match. So 23.5 to go now. Manly again have to kick off. Thank you, Missy. So apparently you can win Telstra Footy ad space. So basically you can enter to have your advertisements play. Surely I get this channel. Like, mate, imagine this channel just on an advertisement. That would be sick. Might have to apply for that. It's first tackle there for Penrith on their 15 from the kick. Sorensen now gets to the 25 for the second tackle. That's a strip, and it should be a set restart here for Penrith. Is it first tackle? No, it's still third tackle. That's very interesting. It was a clear strip there by Manly, and it was 2 men in the tackle, so it should be a penalty, if anything. So 4th tackle, 40 metres out. Here's Martin. Martin's lost that. He's lost that. Oh. Yeah, I have a feeling he lost it. It did look like was his hand still on it? Oh, hang on. No, he doesn't. Hang on. I'm wrong about that. His hand is still on the other hand. He still has it. It definitely looked like he lost it, and Penrith are rightly challenging this. Yeah, his arm's backwards, so it's like his arm's still on the ball. It definitely looks like from the touch judge perspective that it's just there and he's lost it. He's still got a hand on that. But still, it's a hand on the ball by Bullimore, so if anything, it should be a penalty. So, yep, challenge is successful, so Penrith haven't lost the ball there, so it should be last tackle 25 metres out for Penrith. That's amazing grip strength there by Martin. He's definitely been practicing with grip strength in the off-season. But, yeah, 22 minutes left in this second half. And Penrith get their challenge back, a very successful one. So, yep, it's last tackle. It's actually 30 metres out. Mind you. So, Sullivan with the kick. Saab, a lot of pressure, but Saab's able to get there, and he gets immediately pressured by 3 Penrith players on the 15. So, it's going to give the ball off to Morgan Harper, who will get immediately met on the 15. Bro, you should become a commentator. You would be great. Thank you, I'd hope. Oh, it's a terrible pass by Olika R2. But it is a penalty to Manly for an offside. I appreciate the comments, Missy. I'm trying to. So here's a penalty kick from Manly. Manly needed something to get into the opposition half, and they've got it. 45 metres out, a full set of 6. It's fairly certain Manly definitely need to get a try here. Like, I mean, it's still 20 minutes, but still, like with the amount of momentum that Penrith have, you kind of just need something to break it. Bullimore gets brought down 25 metres out for the second tackle. And Croker's just lost it. Well, if that wasn't a curse. Ah, fuck me. It's just getting bad or worse for Manly. And to think, this is how good this Penrith team has been. Nathan Cleary's not playing. Nathan Cleary is not playing. He's not playing till week 4. And Penrith now are just as good. Like, this is definitely a major case of potentially making it a back-to-back. You can make, from this match alone, you can make a very strong argument. Of course, there are going to be a few Penrith players out throughout the majority of the season because of origin reasons. Like, I mean, half the Penrith team or the Blues team. As Penrith now halfway, third tackle. It's number 3. It's Isaac Targo got the first try as to Yo. Now to Fisher Harris, who's now 40 metres away from the try line, 4th tackle. They're going to go down the left-hand side here as Isaac Yo. Yo gets some metres. He gets an offload off to the number 15 of Sorensen. Sorensen's still going. It'll get brought down on the 20 by Tapau. Last tackle here for Penrith, 20 metres out. Luai gets a grubber. It will go to Saab. And Saab will get instantly met by Jamin Salmon. and the number 10 of Fisher Harris. Because, yes, that was something that was on the team list, as Eisenhuth did not play, and they had to call in their reserve of Jamin Salmon to come into the bench. So I hope Eisenhuth is all okay. As Garrett gets brought down on 30. Most of Manly's star players have not really done anything, as it's a penalty for a crusher. It's very... Like, all of Manly's star players haven't really done anything. Tapau's been almost completely missing. Garrick's has barely gotten the ball. Saab, anytime he gets the ball from a kick, he gets instantly pounced on. Turbo hasn't done much. Cherry Evans and Foran haven't done much. It's just... It's like Penrith have got the right class equipped to hinder the opposition. So first tackle now for Manly on the 30. As that's Marty Tapau now onto 20 metres out from the try line. They need to score. They have to score here. Get a pass down. Oh, Turbo. And the tackle has forced the ball out and it's picked up by To'o. So it'll be a knock on. Oh, it's just... What can Manly do? Manly have been, like... Not saying shit, but... Compared to Penrith so far this game, it is shit. And it's now a penalty now to Penrith for an offside. So we've now got just under 18 minutes remaining in this match. It's Morgan Harper who got the offside. And it's Targo as well who got the pass out. Who got the ball out from that tackle on Turbo. Isaac Targo is a fantastic player. He's generally had probably one of the better debuts I've seen from a player in the modern game. Kind of feel bad now that I've got a few Manly players in my fantasy team, but we don't talk about that. I do have Targo, so that's important. So first tackle here for Penrith now, 30 metres out. Sure, that's got to be offside and a set restart there for Penrith, but it isn't. If Manly don't score, then this will be embarrassing because they have all their good players, but Panthers are missing Cleary. Oh, it's a kick over the top. And Turbo's forced the ball out, has he? And it's going to be a goal line dropout to Manly. Yep, it's... Oh! Hang on. So the ball is bounced up and it's hit Turbo definitely. But one of the Penrith players puts his arm in. Did he touch it? It was number 20. It was Jamin Salmon. They're going to review it or not? No. No, it's been flicked up and hit his hand, and he walks out anyway, so... Yeah, so if anything, he touches it and then walks out with it. So, it is a goal line dropout. Fisher Harris getting the carry, and he gets brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. 16 minutes left in this match. Leota now onto the 20 for the second. Do you think Warriors top 5? Top 8, I feel like they can definitely challenge that, but not top 5. Unfortunately, Missy. Top 15, probably. Since they got Sean again. Oh, Sean Johnson. I feel like they will fight for the finals. It's going to be hard to tell. It will be interesting to see how they do go against the Dragons on Saturday. Was that a knock-on by Penrith? I think it is. So Manly will get the ball on their 25. 15 minutes to go. So first tackle now. Brad Parker gets brought down on the 30. There's the number 8. It's To'o Sipley. Gets onto the second. It's just... His Manly team's just been gutted of all emotion as Cherry Evans gets brought down. So fourth tackle now for Manly. Manly just, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. And bearing in mind, this is Manly's full strength team. As Olak R2 gets a run now 30 metres out from the try line. Last tackle. And Cherry Evans takes the kick. It's gone forward. Not a knock on. Just subbed you, right? Yeah, thank you, Missy. I just, I did get the notification on my phone just then. For some reason, it's not popped up on stream because there's actually a pop-up, I should say, when someone subs. Rather suspect. It's whatever. So Penrith now play the second tackle, Dylan Edwards. The third tackle, actually, on the 30, Dylan Edwards. That is Charlie Staines on the ground, on the 40, still inside of Penrith's half. 13.5 to go. There we go. There we go. Finally popped up. I was about to say, a little bit delayed, but it still popped up nonetheless. Last tackle, Sullivan with the kick. Straight to Saab, and he again gets met by the players, by the Penrith players. I think it was Salmon and To'o that time. Manly players being very slow to get back onto their line. They've already accepted this game's done. 13 minutes now left in this matchup. As Foran gets brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. Foran, pass out to Brad Parker. Oh, that looked a bit high by Staines. But just short of the line on halfway. On the fourth. Oh! Liam Martin gets shoved down there. Just bounces off Garrick. So 40 metres out. Last tackle for Manly. And Cherry Evans now to Turbo. Turbo split the gap here, but he gets a crucial ankle tack. I'm convinced. Thank you, my brother. Going to sleep now because I got work at 6 here tomorrow. Panthers take the dub. Oh! So Penrith hold on from that attack as Manly somehow still had the ball. Con with the kick is, but it goes out into touch inside of the 10. But that ankle tap, a very important tap there by, I believe that was Moses Leota. A very important ankle tap that was. I mean, the game's already done, but still. Commentators currently talking about saying, could this, the way the Penrith team are playing, could be a direct result of the trial match against Parramatta? Or it's just a trial match. So third tackle now for Penrith. It's a number, I think it's Sorensen who got the run. That's to be the fourth tackle right on halfway. I believe that's Leniu. No, it's Leota. Sea Eagles are nothing with Turbo. And the weird thing is that they're nothing without Turbo. It's weird. It's just it's just a team like Penrith could just easily just squash Manly's best players. We saw it in the prelims last year against Melbourne. We saw it in prelims, hang on. We saw it in the qualifying final against Melbourne last year. We saw it against South Sydney in the prelim final. We even saw it against the Knights in last season. Like most of the Turbo just straight up just didn't show up. And it's a set restart now for Manly as they get onto their 25. Gets onto the 35 for the second tackle. Almost looked forward, then that pass. So it's number 2 that is... No, it's 12, sorry, it's Bullimore. The only try scorer for Manly. Now Cherry Evans gets brought down on halfway now. Final 10 minutes of the opening match. Still fourth tackle here for Manly. Now to Sipley. And Sipley will get brought down 40 metres out from the try line. This will be the last tackle for Manly. There's the kick from Cherry Evans. On to my last question of my research task. Hell yeah, get in there. If I may still ask, what's the specific task for the science question? It's been a while since I've done science. So second tackle here for Penrith. 9 minutes 20 to go. They're on their 30. That's Charlie Staines now with the ball. Gets brought down on Penrith's 40. So run meters tonight. Dylan Edwards, 246. Almost 100 metres more than the player in second with Brian To'o. Stephen Crichton, James Fisher-Harris, all top 4 Penrith. And then the final one, the fifth one being a Manly player, is in Tom Trbojevic. It's just... Last tackle here for Penrith. And O'Sullivan loses the ball. And it'll be a changeover here for Manly on the 20 as Tolatau Kula is set to come on here for the Manly Sea Eagles. So Cherry Evans now gets brought down 5 metres away from halfway for the second tackle. Now Morgan Harper. The task is multicellular organisms research report. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea about that. Oh, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Multicellular organisms. Yeah. I didn't do too well in science or biology. That's a brilliant kick there from Manly. It's going to be a goal line drop out to Penrith. A great chase down by Saab, but I mean, it's too little too late. But there's 7 minutes 40 to go. Can Manly get a try in this second half? It's actually a really good kick there by... That was actually a really great kick by Cherry Evans, I must say. So here comes the goal line dropout. 7:20 remaining in the game. Ball get picked up on the 40 by Saab. And Tapau get brought down on the 30 for the first tackle. All I have to... It's not that hard, only year 8 stuff. All I have to do is copy and paste and then make it look like I didn't copy and paste. Paraphrasing it, yeah. But to be fair, even in year 8, I fucking sucked at science. So you're probably already doing better than me. So third tackle, 15 metres away, Manly from the try line. Turbo gets a pass out to Kula. Now 5 metres away from the try line, fourth tackle. Give it to Brad Parker. I only needed from a multi. I only needed one Manly player to score. Give it to Brad. Good game for Penrith. 100%. Dominating game here. It's Foran on the last. And Foran will get held up. Yes, this defense from Penrith is just... Like, it's always been good, but just... The way it's been in this game is actually scary. Will be interesting to see how Penrith will form when Kickout does leave, though. So Penrith now on the 15 for the second tackles. We've got about 5 minutes 40 remaining in the opening game. As Targo gets brought down on the 20 for the third tackle. I got a geography assignment task and then an English, then language. Oh yeah, I remember doing language. Rocks and then you have geography, rocks and shit. Oh, Yo's lost that. Yo straight up just lost the ball in that, and he did not call that. He lost that. As that's Cherry Evans now with the ball from the kick. He's on the 25 for the first. So into the matches tomorrow, we have at 6 p.m. we have Canberra taking on Cronulla. And in the game at 8 o'clock, we have Brisbane up against South Sydney. With, very interestingly enough, Adam Reynolds not playing. Because apparently he's got COVID. Anyway, who do the Knights play and Dragons? The Knights play Roosters at the Sydney Cricket Ground. So, yeah, not great. And the Dragons play the Warriors up at Queensland. Last tackle for Manly on the 35. It's a kick over the top, straight to Edwards. This was an easy home game for Penrith tonight. Good win over Manly. It's actually scary how easy it has been. As Edwards runs all the way to the 40 for the first tackle. Still inside their own half, however. And now Staines almost breaking through here as they enter the Manly half for the second tackle. So now 4 minutes remaining now. And now, I think that's number 20. That's Jamin Salmon. Or is it Salomon? So 20 metres out now. Fourth tackle for Penrith. They'll score here. Yo to O'Sullivan. Now to Martin. Spoke it into existence. Spoke it into existence immediately. Call me LeVar Ball. Liam Martin breaks in and gets a try. 3 minutes remaining. 28 points to 6 with a kick to come. Pass to O'Sullivan. Straight to Martin to split the gap in between Harper. And he's just too quick. Liam Martin's actually scary how quick he is. Five tries to 1. It's scary. It just proves that Manly are a good team, but no matter how good you are, you're a long way from being the best. So Liam Martin's played 5 games against Manly, and that's his 3rd try against him. So 2 minutes 30 remaining now. A lot of time is going to get chewed up here. So basically at the point of the end of the match. Really? Really? You'd really think that to win the competition, you'd probably have to beat Penrith. Yeah, that's usually how it fucking works, mate. Be good when Cleary will be back from his injury soon, that we can have a 4-man team for Penrith. Anyways, GG, see you, mate. Yeah, see you, Solify. David, honestly, you're playing this good against Manly, who have been touted up as Crichton misses the kicks or remains 28-6. You're playing this good against one of the teams that a lot of people have touted as going to be the minor premiers this year in Manly, without Cleary, and that's the score. If Cleary was playing, it'd probably be... I don't think Manly would score at all, in all honesty. I think it'd be like 40-0, in all honesty. As they've got time pause, 1 minute 55 remaining in this game, 28 points to 6, with Crichton missing the conversion. You can take this game as either a warning or a threat, but whatever it is, Penrith are going for a back-to-back title, in simple terms. So it turns out Sean O'Sullivan's apparently suffering some cramps at the moment. He's now off the field. Yep, O'Sullivan's off the park, so who would come in at halfback in this situation? So this will be last tackle now for Penrith. 45 metres away from the try line. I remember when the Panthers played the Storm back in March last year. It was a grand final rematch. It was all the game for the first time back in March last year when I was in Sydney. I was at the game for the first time. Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how the other big teams go, how Melbourne are going to go compared to Penrith. It's going to be interesting as we now into the final 40 seconds. It's actually quite scary. One thing that'll be interesting to see is how Parramatta will go, because Parramatta are pretty much going to go all out this year. 20 seconds remaining now. Fourth tackle, 45 metres out. Pass on to Jake Trbojevic. Down to Cherry Evans. at the Panthers home ground to see them play for the first time last year. Oh, okay. And a Penrith player has just come off the park. I think that's Leota or Leniu. Last tackle, kicks up in the air. Time's over. Can Manly get one more try? Nope. And that's it. The season has started. And the Penrith Panthers starting their season in one of the most dominating performances I've ever seen them play. Even compared to last year. 28 points to 6 over the Manly Sea Eagles. A full-strength Manly Sea Eagles team with Nathan Cleary not playing. If this isn't a warning to the other teams, I don't know what is. So there we go. That's the end of the match. But Jesus Christ, like, what do you do if you're Parramatta, if you're Melbourne, if you're the Roosters, if you're South Sydney? What do you do there? So there we go. That's going to be the end of the stream. I thank you all for watching. I'll definitely probably do both games on Friday. Not sure. There's my mate. Not sure about Saturday. I might be going to the Knights game. I'm not too sure because the public transport service in Sydney is taking a massive battering because of the floods. So I'm not too sure. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching this game. Panthers going out 28 points to 6. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. What was that horn? That was my mate driving past, because he always, every time he goes past my house, he slams the horn. So there we all. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all later.